everybody, this is Kashimaru, and this is Orochimaru and Mitsuki online battles in Naruto Ninja Storm 4. This is going to be a tournament footage, at least some of it. I don't really do tournaments because in this game, even though we get spectator mode back, tournaments are really problematic. Why I'm saying this is because you have to wait for at least 30 minutes for all the people to pile up, and then somebody leave, and then somebody may become red bars, and when they become red bars, it increases the amount of bullshit that can happen. Even if all people are blue bars, sometimes for unknown reasons, the game does this weird sound like this, and you or a lot of other people are going to get kicked out. Why? I don't know, but mistake happens, and it takes a lot of time. That's why we are not doing tournaments. Unless it's stream, but...
Give me your money!
Let's talk about the DLC, Road to Boruto. I think you already know that this is not the DLC that you're supposed to buy, and the reason why people like me buy it is to show off to you that, dude, you don't really have to buy it, because you don't really get the content that is by some means incredible. Like, if you want to buy this game, if you don't have Storm 4 in general, then I think it's better to wait for the price to drop on Road to Boruto and just buy Road to Boruto. Or, if you own Storm 4, just don't buy Road to Boruto, because you already have all the necessary content to, well, play online successfully. 3 boss battles in single player, not worth it. Anyway, switching to Mitsuki, or whatever you want to call him, and Orochimaru. We don't really know much about Mitsuki, aside of that he is a clone or a child of Orochimaru, not created to be the general creation of children, but experimental type. But Orochimaru is another thing. He actually is voiced by one of the coolest voice actors ever, Steven Bloom, and he voices a lot of characters in Naruto in general, and in a lot of animes, and not even animes, I mean like Amon from Legend of Korra, but the one that gets me the most, that got me into anime, was Cowboy Bebop. That's actually one of my favorite animes of all time, and whenever I hear the voice of Orochimaru, I instantly remember that anime, and I'm like, oh yes, the transformation between the voices is just perfect. And as damaging as this combo. Okay, it's debatable whether Orochimaru in himself is a villain right now or not, but I think that the dude who kidnaps children to take their bodies will stay evil forever. There's just no redemption, and I think he's better as a villain in general. I bet Mitsuki was created just to be another revival thing for Orochimaru to be a little bit more immortal. But anyway. Gameplay-wise, I don't think that any of those characters is incredibly OP or incredibly weak. I think they're both kind of okay, without anything that makes them really fun to play. At least, I think that if you have to pick one of them, you probably would want to pick Orochimaru, because he seems a bit stronger, just moveset-wise, because his hitboxes are better, and his movement can allow you to duck under the projectiles from time to time, but it depends. Not to mention, because he's more developed as a character, I just thought I waited it out, but whatever. And he also doesn't have as big of a range on his grab as Orochimaru does. But anyway, he's not as developed as a character right now, so you have to wait till anime or manga creates coolest abilities for him, or the game catches up, like, dude, he has Sage mode, and stuff like that. Till that happens, Orochimaru is your man. Or woman. whatever he happens to be at the time. I didn't know. It's really hilarious though that from the 3 Saiyans, he's the only one to have a child. Like, the dude who is least likely to get a continuation or a family, technically got a family. This particular guy is incredibly strong. I mean, when I got into the tournament, most of the ranks were 1s and 2s, and now this guy is like, this is strong. I'm going for the neutral combos because it just it doesn't block. It doesn't interrupt me from doing my shit because I'm more focused on footsies and on when I'm supposed to sub and when I'm not supposed to sub. That's why I'm not going for anything like ups and downs. I'm just focusing on pressing B button, switching when I need to switch. Grabs. That's my game plan. But I will do up and down combos whenever I get the chance, especially the up one because it can lead to the extender into the air, and Orochimaru and Mitsuki actually have a really good cooperation because they can switch almost out of any position in their combos or jutsus and it will chain together. Together. You know, subliminal shurikens, dude. It's getting so close! What? No. No way! Ugh. Mitsuki's victory pose is on point though. You know what I don't like? That there is not much to customize with Mitsuki. I mean, the ultimate ender-wise. I mean, like, look at Orochimaru. This is the customizable face of Orochimaru and his ultimate ender. Like, he's got some creepy stuff, he's got some normal stuff. There's a lot to choose from. Yeah, I'm sorry, everyone picks the same teams, generally, so I'm just lucky to see Itachi and not Hokage Naruto, so that's something. Sonic fan. Maybe he's Sonic Fox's fan. That's a really good player in ESL fighting games, just to let you know. I will try to showcase one of the awakening modes, or 2 of them, depending on how it goes. He's got the red guard, what the fuck? Wow, that still hit me? Sometimes Orochimaru gets them, okay? His tracking changes depending on guard break. What? Okay, last time I checked his guard was red, but dude. Okay. If he had Sasuke, that grab would have got me. But he's playing Itachi which is not the easiest character to play because he has a very weird normals. Up one. I tried to combo into ultimate, but that was supposed to be a guard break. It's kind of weird because... Oh, by the way, those waves that Mitsuki is doing, they do incredible cheap damage, and they go through fireballs. And through some of the ultimates, he's still having a red guard. Means that the next dash would technically ruin him. Like now. Dude, come on. Okay. I actually expect him to hit me, but whatever. Oh my god. I'm still aiming for the guard break. I guessed correctly. Sudden jutsu, I guess he's nervous. Dude. Okay. Red guard. What? Itachi's unbreakable! That's bullshit. He's still having it. Maybe it's a glitch, and his guard is actually blue, and that's why I can break it. I mean, usually when opponent's guard is red, it's 2 dashes at max, and you're supposed to break it, like... This is supposed to break it, but whatever game. For fuck's sake. You know, Orochimaru and Itachi are one of the only characters in this game that I'm not even caring anymore. I'm not aiming for the guard break. Screw it. It's impossible to break. Are the only characters in the game that one of the only characters in the game that have an invincible ultimate. Basically, you can, if opponent awakens, you can do an ultimate and opponent won't be able to punch through it. When, if you do Mitsuki's ultimate, for example, he will be able to do that. The chip damage on the jutsu on block is just insane. It's like 5% damage on block, which is really, really good. I can't believe I got into that. Elemental damage. Damn it! I'm trying to put on the pressure, but finally, it's possible. Okay. Combination. Damn. I didn't notice that I have no chakra. Could have extended it in a real flash away, but whatever. Come on. I think I can finish this in 1 round, but I want to show you an awakening mode. But the dude keeps attacking me because he realizes that I do have a red guard and tilting moves. Tilting moves are unsafe actually, both for, well, for all the characters in, except for maybe Naruto actually. For all the characters that are present in this match, and except for Sasuke, I think. Yeah, could have switched actually. And he really likes jutsus. I guess he is the old school jutsu spammer. There are not so many of them actually, at least in this game, because, well, most of the jutsus are punishable except for Rasengans. The combination! Seen that? Where they will let him kinda beat the crap out of me, the snakes out of me, and show you how awakening mode looks like. Just so that you know it exists, but generally it's not a big deal. Peculiar how this ultimate is not really very different from what Naruto does when he's a Hokage, meaning that he's not really developed as much as he was in the Great Ninja War. I mean, he didn't develop further enough, let's say it like that. Like, he developed a little bit, but mostly because he's doing paperwork instead of training most of the time. There is not much to improve on for him. But in Sasuke's case, he's traveling around, he's practicing. He probably should be stronger than Naruto right now. How to piss people off 101. While trolling another dude. Well, I'm not really trolling, I'm just waiting for this. Finally. Okay, so he has not Sage Mode, but he's got the Gamo Gamo no, and he's got the weird shurikens that on his looks like... I expected him to go further, like, well, almost like that, but it's generally like Shikamaru's kunais, an exception that the range is wider, and it actually is easier to combo into them. I was just about to finish him when Awakening ended and saved his ass. Then grabs. Orochimaru MVP! This is getting close. And GG.